Well, hello. This is Chaplain Rick with Corporate Chaplains of America. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it's a blessing to your life. I was thinking about an incident that occurred to me. I live in Florida, and it's right now it's very hot in Orlando. It's around 95. It was the hottest month of July on record, and we've entered August, and it's going on the same pace. But I was thinking about the other day that when I was in a meeting at a hotel, and it was around, again, 95 degrees outside, but I was ready to put on gloves when I was in that meeting. Have you ever been to a place where it's so cold inside the room? I mean, that you are saying, what's going on here? You're ready to put on a jacket, some gloves, right? Maybe you've been in those rooms. It was hot outside, but the air conditioner was a notch past high in that room. I think the setting was like an Arctic, an Arctic. And all of us in the room, all these men that were in the room were kind of like thinking the same thing. Well, you know what? Let's go. We're all fix it, guys. Let's take care of this. Go over to where the thermostat is at, and let's set the temperature to a more comfortable situation here. Well, when we got to the box, guess what happened? We discovered that the controls were all locked up. We couldn't get to them. And so we called the front desk. And finally, the maintenance man showed up and came and turned down the ice machine. No longer a meat locker was for summer or winter. Let me tell you, that guy's the person. That guy is the bomb. He's the one who decides what the temperature is. And guess what? So are you. You decide the temperature. Well, I'm Chaplain Rick, and I want to work a word with you today about leadership. Leadership, setting the temperature. Good leadership, effective leadership are those that set the temperature. Word for today comes from an ancient book in the scriptures, the book of Nehemiah. And it's one of the greatest models of leadership. If you're looking for a model to go by and read and learn from, the book of Nehemiah will be one of those books. That's the man, the book is named after this same man, individual, Nehemiah. You may remember he led a monumental effort to rebuild a wall of Jerusalem in 52 days. Not bad for a couple of months' work, right? Well, now as we reach this point in the book of Nehemiah, he is the governor of the province. The wall is done, but these people are a poor group of people trying to establish life and to rebuild their city. What is needed in order to establish a community? There is a climate of unselfishness, right? Sharing, we need to share, we need to cooperate one another. That's needed. Well, listen to what the leader does. Nehemiah says, for 12 years, neither I nor my brothers ate the food that I was allotted to the governor. Now the earlier governors, those preceding me, placed a heavy burden on the people and took 40 shekels of silver from them in addition to the food and the wine. Their assistants also lorded it over the people. But out of reverence for God, I did not act like that. I did not follow that example. I did not take that example. Instead, I devoted myself, he says, to work on this wall. All my men were assembled there for the work. We did not acquire any land. Later, he says, I never demanded the food allotted to the governor because the demands were heavy on these people. Friends, that is leadership right there. Nehemiah was the man who set the pace. He led the way. He set the temperature in Jerusalem, a temperature of sharing and giving, putting other people first. And the people, guess what? They followed his leadership. They followed him. See, the greatest responsibility of a leader is never written in their job description. It's establishing climate, establishing the temperature. Parents, if you're a parent, you do that as well. Do it you do it in your home. Establish the temperature. Kids come all rattled up. Things get out. They're getting all wild and crazy. And you say, hey, time out. Let's take a time out. Let's take a breather. Let's work together here. Let's pay attention. Let's follow the instructions. Let's make sure the rooms are clean. Set the temperature, the climate at the dinner table. Let's put our phones away. Let's communicate. Let's talk. As a parent, you set the temperature. You set the tone. That same goes for those that are in your teachers in the classroom. If you're a teacher, then you're doing the same thing. If you are a leader, if you are a supervisor in your office, you set the tone. You lead by example. Whatever case of leadership and you're involved in the community, you set the temperature. You have the opportunity to go to the thermostat box, and when things are too heated up, cool it down by what you say, by what you speak, by how you handle the situation, how you communicate, your body language. We set the tone, all right? In a sense, we are all leaders to the extent that we are setting the climate wherever you are. How is the climate right now where you're at today? If you're in a position of influence, please, have you considered how the temperature feels when you're there, when you're around? Have you considered that? What kind of climate is there around you? Is there such more hostility going on? Or is there a calmness? Is there peace? Is there a tranquil? Is there effective communication? Is there a unity, harmony, cooperation? What's the climate there? It's not even something you've done doing consciously, but it's your persona, your style, your values, your priorities, your pace. Those are the things that do it. To establish it, not so much by what you say, but by how you live. Wow. In the world that's so tense around us and things are going on all out of whack around the world and media, and we hear this news and podcasts and all this, people are just going at it at each other. You can be that sense of calmness, that voice that speaks hope. There's hope, there's calm, there's peace. All right. We can be people that's not unselfishly, we can care for one another and serve one another and look out for one another. That model, right? Just like Nehemiah. He didn't follow the predecessors, their example, their role model. He set the pace. He set the role model. He brought down the temperature. He put the temperature at the right location, right climate, that everyone felt, hey, I can follow this man. I can follow this woman. There it is today. That is today. You're a leader. You control the thermostat. You control the climate by what you say, by how you behave, by how you walk, how you live. Well, hope this has blessed your life. Leadership, setting the temperature is the talk for today. Let's set the right temperature wherever you're at, whether at home, in the office, in the marketplace, wherever you're at. Let's set the right temperature. This is Chaplain Rick. I pray you have a blessed day, a blessed week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, Chaplain Rick. I'll put this on my YouTube channel, Chaplain Rick Tirado Jr. right there, so you can go check it out as well when you have time, or share with someone. Let me know what you think. God bless you. Till then, bye-bye.